Hey everyone, Caffeine Man here, and today we are tasting out all 7 of the first Phorm energy drinks coming right up. Hello again everyone, thank you so much for joining me today. I really do appreciate it. I also really appreciate First Phorm sending me all 7 energy drinks in exchange for an honest review. Not only that, but they also sent me this shirt, and they also sent me a handwritten note, boom, from Chris Nash. Yeah, sent me a letter. So thank you so much to First Phorm for sending me all that stuff. And the day after, I posted a picture on my social media. So if you don't follow me, be sure to check me out on Instagram, X, or Facebook at Caffeine Man 1, and on those pages I posted this picture right there showing that they sent me the 7 cases of drinks to try out. But then the next day they sent me another box. I was like, why do I have another box? I already got the shirt. What else could I possibly have? They sent me this box, and I was like, oh, well, is this just gonna have the cans in it? Because sometimes people send all the boxes like this and they have the cans all nice and stuff. They just sent me 7 cases, but no, it wasn't. It's a box of snacks. Yeah, we got the protein sticks in here. My goodness, that's a thick protein stick. 20 grams of protein in here. This one's seasoned barbecue, but there's a whole bunch of different flavors in here. Got the original smokehouse. We got breakfast sausage, Cajun style, sharp cheddar. There's a whole bunch of different beef sticks in here. But then we also got these vegan power bars. These have 15 grams of protein. And then there's other stuff. There's just a whole bunch of there's some gluten-free, high-quality protein, chocolate, peanut butter pretzel, 20 grams. They gave me some, I think this is like powdered probiotics, green superfood, digestive enzymes and probiotics, natural berry flavor. Just like pour this in your water. Some hydration sticks. I mean, I think they sent me like one of everything. So, oh my goodness. This thing is jam-packed. And of course, it doesn't matter how many snacks I have, how many shirts, or how many drinks they're gonna give me. I always give you guys honest reviews. So Caffeine Man can't be bought out. I will always tell you. And I've had companies send me drinks, and I had to feel bad about saying it. It didn't happen too many times, but companies sent me bad drinks. I'm like, yeah, I thank you for the drinks, but they weren't that great. So I always give you guys honest reviews. In most cases, the drinks are pretty amazing. So we're hoping for the same thing here. Oh, hold on, drop something. Don't want the doggies getting that protein bar. So much to First Phorm. I really do appreciate it, and they know that I don't review these kinds of well, I hope that you guys knew I don't review that stuff, right? It's an energy drink channel, so hopefully they knew that I don't review that stuff. It was just an extra added bonus on top of everything else. So thank you to First Phorm. And if you want to know everything there is to know about First Phorm, I go over the company information, I go over the ingredients in detail in my last video. I also do a taste test of the Berry Dream. That is my very first video. Be sure to check that out for all the pertinent information, because in today's video we're just doing a taste test of all the remaining flavors. So let's go ahead, let's taste them out. First one up is going to be the Orange Sunrise. And all of the cans look exactly the same. It's just the name is different for the flavor, and the color is different. So I'm not going to show you all the cans. Helps save 5 or 6 seconds for each can. Shorten the video by like 30 seconds. Every little bit helps. Although I probably just spent that 30 seconds explaining that I'm not going to be showing you all the cans. That's just how it goes. My videos hardly ever get any shorter. And as mentioned in the first video, if you didn't watch that first video, each one of the cans might be a little bit different in the nutrition facts panel. So when I taste it out, I show you a picture of the front, I show you a picture of the back with the nutrition facts panel. Some of them are 0 calories, some of them are 10 calories, some of them are 15 calories. And sometimes some of the numbers change a little bit on these, which could be either the grams of carbs or the amount of vitamins in there, but they are very minimal. That being said, let's taste it out. And I know that you guys like the special pours and stuff, but there's not really going to be any special pours because I have to make sure I only pour that much. Can you see the little black line on there? I'm not sure if you can see the black line, but I put a black line on there because I'm going to be drinking 7 of these today. Well, 6 in this video, but 7 of them all day today. So I have to portion it out, so I can't be doing fancy pours, filling up the cup and drinking them all. So I got that black line on there. Of course, there's going to be some people who say, oh, aren't you going to cross-contaminate because you're using the same cup with the black line on it? Well, no, I'm not. These all got black lines on them. That's right. We're professional here. Don't cross-contaminate. New cups each and every time. Crackers and water in between each flavor. This is professional quality energy drink reviews, guys. Come on. Huh. What are you thinking? If you're new to the channel, just know I bring you the quality goods. What was I doing? Oh, orange. Orange Sunrise. Black line. Okay, there we go. Should be more than enough for the taste test. Let's taste it out. Orange, competitive category. Lots of oranges out there. Staple to any line. It is why it was part of their first 4. So for carbonation, you get a medium carbonation out of here. I said it in the last video that the last one seemed it was like low to medium. This one just seems to be more medium. But either way, it's a lot less than a lot of other energy drinks out there, so it makes it a bit smoother. For your sweetness, I am going to say you're on a medium to high, closing in on high for the sweetness. And for your flavor profile, I'm going to say the same thing. It's a medium flavor profile, closing in on high, but it's definitely not as strong as I thought it would be. When it comes to orange flavors, like I said, orange is a staple, and orange is something that the Caffeine Man rating chart has tons of them on there, and usually there's 2 ways you can go with it. You can either go more orange juice flavor, or you can go more orange soda flavor, and I do think they went a little bit more towards the orange juice flavor, but it does seem to be slightly lighter of a flavor. When you have something that's citrusy like an orange, a lemon, or a lime, you usually want those flavors to really punch you with flavor, and you're like, oh yeah, that's orange. And this, it's a little bit more subtle. So if you're looking for something that's a little bit more subtle in the orange flavor, I think you're gonna like it. But the Caffeine Man rating chart is based on flavor alone, and I think that most people usually want a little bit more solid pucker out of their orange. They want to feel like they're actually eating an orange and getting that strong orange flavor in there, and the orange just isn't as strong as I think it should be. So when we go ahead and take a look at the Caffeine Man rating chart, take a look at, oh my goodness, that's a lot of orange flavors up there. I think it's a good flavor. I think people are gonna like it if they like it a little bit more subtle, just not as strong as a lot of them up there. And I am gonna give this an 8.4. Good score for a good drink, but definitely gets lost in the shuffle with so many oranges that are out there. Don't be scared by that chart. 8.4, still a good score. Next one up, Citrus Blast. That's as close as I'm going. Close the line. Clear color. So your carbonation is the same, but a medium carbonation. Sweetness also the same, medium to high, closing in on high. Citrus does pull back a little bit on sweetness usually, so that might have been happening here. Flavor profile, I do think they are hitting the high category for your flavor profile, but it is on the low end of high. But I definitely think it's a solid flavor. When it comes to citruses, citruses are pretty straightforward as well. Even though I say that, lots of companies do them different ways. This is definitely more straightforward. It is definitely similar to your Sprite kind of flavor. You got the lemon lime mix going on, and everyone likes to do it just a little bit different to make it their own, and I think they're giving you a touch more lime out of this one and a decent citrus flavor overall. I'm definitely a fan of it. There is something in there that I barely noticed it with the first one, barely noticing it now though. I am getting a little bit of an aftertaste, and I'm wondering if it's the first Phorm aftertaste, because it's reminding me of something that was in the first drink, or if it's an ingredient that is giving me that little bit of aftertaste. But it's not a bad aftertaste. Whenever you have an aftertaste, it's like, well, is it a good aftertaste or a bad aftertaste? It's definitely not bad, but it's definitely something that's a little bit different, and it's not standing out. Like, it's not an amazing lime aftertaste or something like that. It's just something that reminds me, oh hey, this is a first Phorm drink. Because companies like to have their own base flavor. Gorilla Mine has its own base flavor. G Fuel has its own base flavor. It's very subtle, doesn't take away from the drink. let's go ahead and see where this is going to be going on the Caffeine Man rating chart. Well, you'll probably hear me say it a lot that all these flavor categories that they chose, they're fairly standard, which means they're very, very, very competitive because everyone has these flavors in their lines. I think this is good. I like it a little bit better than the orange one. I'm going to give this an 8.6. I think it's a good, solid citrus flavor. You get a little bit more lime out of it, which I like, but overall, I think the drinks could be maybe a touch sweeter and definitely a bit stronger on flavor. Next up, we're going for the Screamin' Freedom. This is their red, white, and blue flavor. It was part of their second release. Heard a lot of great things about it. This one does have 10 calories in it. Let's taste it out. Clear color. So medium carbonation, medium to high for the sweetness, and medium to high on the flavor profile. And for this flavor, I hate to say it, I'm not really a fan of it. It doesn't really remind me of your typical Rocket Pop red, white, and blue kind of flavors. I'm not really getting much cherry out of it, not really getting much blue raz, and I'm not sure if they're, for the red they went cherry, or if they went raspberry, or if they went strawberry, because you can go any one of those ways with the red, whatever, it's a red color. The white's usually a citrus, the blue's usually your blue raz. I'm really not picking up on many of those flavors, even the citrus, which is my least favorite of the three for the red, white, and blue. I'm getting just like light hints of those flavors, but I'm getting a decent amount of sucralose out of it. The sucralose seems to be overpowering the other flavors that are in there. Not to say it's like super strong, it's just that I'm not focusing in on any stronger cherry or blue raz kind of flavor. And I'm not sure if maybe they were trying to even out the three flavors to give them like a 33% of each one, and one's not stronger than the other, so they're kind of blending together. But I'm getting an overall mixed flavor that has some sucralose in it, as well as the first Phorm aftertaste for it. And I'm trying to explain it as best as possible, but I'm not really getting a specific flavor out of it. That's as best as I can explain that when it seems like it's got a mix of several different flavors in there. I can't really pick up on what the flavors are though. Overall, I'm a little thrown off, as you can see, but it seems like the Screamin' Freedom's not going to be for me. It might be something that's more your speed, if you like something that's a little bit more subtle and lighter in the flavors. But for me, I am getting a little bit too much aftertaste from the drink. So on the Caffeine Man rating chart, I'm going to give this a 6.9. Let's move on to the next one. Next up, also from that second new release, Tropic Lightning. Clear color. Medium carbonation, medium to high on the sweetness. Flavor profile, I am going to say it's a high flavor profile. On the low end of high, it's got a good tropical flavor to it. The first thing that I get is a bit of, I think the strongest thing that I get is the pineapple. Not to say that it's a strong pineapple drink, but it's probably the strongest of the citruses that are in there. And then you do get a mix of some orange in there, and then just an overall tropic feel from it. And when you have tropical, there's lots of different ways that you can go with it, but most people usually do try and focus on the pineapple. I know I'm a fan of the companies that do focus on the pineapple, as opposed to giving you an orange flavor, because usually you already have something like an orange sunrise in your line, but you don't have a pineapple drink. So you focus on the pineapple a little bit, give it a little more citrus in there, give it some tropical flavors, and I'm getting a pineapple orange tropical mix out of here. And it's probably after the Berry Dream one, this is probably my second favorite one so far. So where's it going to be going on the Caffeine Man rating chart? I'm going to give this an 8.7. I think it's a really solid tropical flavor. So far it's my second favorite first Phorm, and we still got a little bit more to go. Let's taste out the next one. Next one up is the Cherry Lime, but I was actually just noticing, because I've been glancing at the calories just to see the different ones, I am noticing that this one actually has black pepper in it. Because I think the reformulations didn't happen that long ago, because like I said, these energy drinks came out at the end of 2022. We're only at the beginning of 2024 now. So when they do send me the new Cherry Lime, I'll do a review on that At that point, I think we only got one more left. So let's get to that one. Last one up, blue raspberry, potentially my favorite of the whole bunch. Actually, I started off with the berry dream as in my first video because I felt like I was gonna like that one the best, but this has the next best chance, blue raspberry. Big blue raspberry fan. Let's taste it out. I know you all just said it in your head. Medium carbonation, heard that before, but for your sweetness, it is going into the low end of high for the sweetness. Definitely a fan of that. And for the flavor profile, I'm gonna say that it's a high amount for the flavor profile. I think they're giving a nice solid blue raspberry flavor here, and it's a little bit different than some of the other blue raspberries, some of your stereotypical blue raspberry flavors, because I do think they are trying to give you a touch of the natural blue raspberry flavor, but they still made it super solid and stronger than a lot of the other flavors that are in the line, and they're giving you is a really good blue raspberry flavor. It is definitely my favorite of the bunch. We'll take a look at the Caffeine Man rating chart. Like this one the best. I think it's a solid blue ras flavor out of all of them. If you guys were gonna pick one up to say, hey, I want to try this first form I've been hearing so much about, Caffeine Man recommends the blue raspberry. I'm gonna give this one a 9.2. I'm definitely liking the blue ras from first form. That berry dream is really good too. If you want to see what that scored, you can check out that other video. If you see them in the stores, definitely worth checking out. Thank you again to First Phorm for sending me these drinks in exchange for an honest review. I really do appreciate it. Thank you for everything else, including the shirts and the snacks. Definitely look forward to trying those out. Look forward to trying out that cherry lime when we get the new reformulated version come out. If you guys want to see that first video that I did on First Phorm going over all the information you need to know, it is in that video right there. I will also give you a playlist right there of all my top 10, top 20 energy drinks in case you're curious what those are. Definitely feel free to check out caffeineman1.com to find out a little bit more about me and my channel. And until next time, have yourselves a great day or night.